This upcoming Tuesday, November 1st, is actually a very big day for me. It's not Magi related, it's just writing related in general. It is the official 2-year anniversary to when I joined the writing community. Leading up to this, I had started writing a little bit in September 2019. I started picking up the pace in February 2020, and I believe it was late March 2020 is actually when I started writing the Magi. So leading up to this, I had been writing, but I didn't really know any writers at this point. I posted some tips on my personal Instagram account, but on November 1st, I decided to open up an actual public account and really join the Instagram writing community. And when I joined, I thought, maybe I'll, meet a few writers, but I wasn't really thinking that I would be making any friends on this account. And I thought that maybe I could also build an audience to when I traditionally published a book, which, as you guys know, I did not end up doing. I ended up self-publishing the Magi just over 2 months ago. The writing community is made up of everybody or anybody who writes, whether you're writing poetry, short stories, novels, whether you're traditionally publishing, self/indie publishing, maybe you're hybrid publishing, or maybe you just like to write and you don't want to publish. If you write, you are a part of the writing community. And I think that is part of what such a huge benefit of the writing community is. And that's what I want this video to be about. I want to discuss why I think that you should join the writing community and also share why it has benefited me, what I have learned from it, and why I love being a part of it. The writing community, again, it's anybody who writes, which is amazing to have within a community because you have this wide range of writing skills. Certain people are really great at imagery. Other people are really great with grammar. People have published their book. They're in the process of publishing a book. They can help you. They can guide you. You can become friends. When I first started writing my Instagram account, the real reason I wanted to have it was to build an audience for when I traditionally published. I thought of it from the beginning as a way to kind of market, as a way to have people be interested in my book. And I did that by posting just little writing updates, and I started writing tips, and then I eventually got interested in reels. And as time went on, I began to learn more about a little something called indie publishing. And at first, I actually am going to be very open here. I don't want to say I was against it per se, but I wasn't fully on board with it. And that's something that the writing community has taught me, is how amazing indie publishing is. At this point, I don't know if I would ever traditionally publish a book. I really love that with self-publishing, you have not only the full rights, but you have creative control, and you also can make your own deadlines. You can do everything yourself, which I know some ways that sounds completely intimidating because you might not know how to write a book. Or not write a book. You might not know how to publish a book. You don't know how to get the cover. You don't know how to do editing. Again, this is where the Instagram writing community comes in. When I tell you guys I could not have published without the writing community, I fully mean it. I didn't know what I was doing. It is the friends that I have met online in the writing community, some of the friends I met in person on the writing community, they are the ones who taught me how to self-publish. They helped me pretty much every step of the way. And that's why I like to have this channel and why I post on Instagram writing tips and publishing tips, is I want to help people learn in an easier way than I did, because there are times where I had no idea what I was doing and I was getting stressed out. I'm trying to cover these topics before you get there so that you don't get that extra stress. And that is what the Instagram writing community is all about. That's what the writing community is about in general. I'm going to keep saying this. You guys are probably getting sick of it already. The writing community is amazing. It's full of people who can help you. You might be wondering how you join the Instagram writing community, and maybe you feel like you need to make a writing account for it. You really don't. All you need to do to join the writing community is to start interacting. It's to reach out to people over DM, introduce yourself, or you interact with posts and comments, or you reply to story boxes. People will start to recognize your name and they'll start contacting you as well as they become familiar with you. So you join the writing community just by interacting with it. There's not some initiation process. You don't need a certain I don't even know. There's not a standard you need to meet. You don't need a resume with why you should join the writing community. You can just join it. And again, for the most part, writers are really, in my experience on the community, are really open to new people joining the writing community. So if you reach out and ask a question, chances are you're going to be getting an answer, or if somebody reaches out to ask you a question, you can provide them with help. That is really all you need to do to join the writing community. Just make it known that you're a writer. So why should you join the Instagram writing community? I could go on and on with reasons, so I'm just going to quickly name some off the top of my head why you should join the Instagram writing community. First of all, is if by joining the community, you are guaranteed going to become a better writer quicker and faster. If you are the only person you know who writes and you know you're practicing your craft every day, yes, you are going to improve, but you're also learning solely from yourself. If you join the Instagram writing community, you'll be able to learn from other people. If you are reading posts on how to write better dialogue, how to add certain plot twists, so on and so forth, you're going to learn how to become a better writer faster because other people are posting tips that they have used that worked. By, experiencing what other people have experienced, by learning from everybody else, you're going to become a better writer faster. 2, it's going to help you have somebody who can hold you accountable by reaching out to the writing community, by having a writer or 2 writers, 3, 1,000 writers who are cheering you on and who want you to succeed in your writing journey, or who can hold you accountable to it. It's going to help you, again, prove your craft. The writing community really all circles constantly. They help you improve and become better. 3, they can help you publish your book. I genuinely would not have been able to publish The Magi without help from just you guys and your support, without help from the people who I asked questions for, with the people who DM'd me advice, before I got to different stages. By having these people help, they were able to help me publish my book. I was able to self-publish The Magi, something I would not have been able to do elsewhere. I had never heard of KDP before I joined the writing community. I didn't know how to find a cover artist. I didn't really even know how to design a book cover. I knew nothing about this. I know this now because I'm a part of the writing community. Being a part of the writing community gives you the chance to share your work. I mentioned earlier in the video that one of the main reasons actually that I started my account in the first place 2 years ago was that I wanted to build an audience so people would buy my book. And most of the sales I have gotten are from this audience. So being a part of the writing community is gonna help you become a published author if that is your goal. Not just that they can help you through the process, but they are also going to be your audience. They are the people who want to read your book. So you have this support, you have somebody to advertise to. And this is actually a great benefit for both self and traditionally published authors. If you're going through the traditionally published route, your publisher is more than likely going to expect you to do marketing work as well. By having an account where people are already interested in you as a writer, that is going to give you a great advantage and a great edge against other writers, because your publisher, your agent, etc. knows from the beginning that you need to put work in, you're willing to put work in, and you already have. You have started the job. Now, when you're traditionally publishing, you also need to be careful with all of the rights. You can't really share as many details ahead of time as before. So if you're going the traditionally published route, you might not be able to, post these excerpts. But if you tell people kind of what your book's about, if you update them on your writing process, and they like you as a person, when you start sharing about your book, they're going to want to buy it. Now, self or indie published authors, we do all of the marketing really by ourselves. And so when you build this page, you are building your audience. You are basically kind of collecting people that will come in and buy your book. Now, don't only look at it as a marketing thing. If you're doing solely marketing, you're not going to be as personable. And rather than being a really, a part of the community, you're more so a business within the community, which there's nothing wrong with that. Every single author is kind of like a little mini business within themselves in the community, but you want to interact more so that people like you as a person. That is a really big thing. If people don't really care for you as a person, they're not going to be as willing to buy your book, because they don't really know you, or they think that, oh, you're not a good person, or you're not super nice, and they're not going to be as willing to buy your book. Now, of course, people buy books of authors they've never met, they've never heard of. So, you don't need to be this amazing, like, oh my gosh, this person's the nicest person ever. No, you don't need that. But if you want people to be more likely to buy your book, just they'll buy it just because your name's on it, because they know you and they like you. That's a big part of marketing. Not only that, but I said that indie authors do all of the marketing by themselves. That's a little bit of a lie there, because when other writers in the community share your posts, when they post a book review about it, when they, post an unboxing of you getting their book, they're actually marketing and advertising for you, which is, again, why should you join the writing community? They can help you publish and market your book. I want to end this video with a humongous thank you to the writing community, to every single one of you watching this video, to every single one of you on my Instagram page, to every single person who maybe you don't have Instagram anymore, but you saw my post once or twice and you think of me now and again. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for making me feel so welcome. I love the writing community. I've heard people say before, you're the average of your friends. And I feel like you can apply that to the writing community as well. The writing community, being a part of it, it helps you become a better writer. So when you're surrounding yourself with all of the amazing people and writers on the writing community, you're bound to become a better person and a better writer as well. And maybe sell a few books along the way. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more tips on, or not tips, but more, rants about how awesome the writing community is, let me know and I'd be happy to post about it. I'd be happy to share a little more of some specific examples of how they can help you, of maybe how to start your own account and fully join the writing community in a different way where you too are posting about different things, where people are in turn reaching out to you asking for advice. Let me know down below. I'd be happy to help you guys out with that. For now, give the video a thumbs up, comment down below your favorite thing about the writing community. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, whatever time it is. Have a great day, my writer friends.